Good afternoon, everyone. We start our working day at Ukraine Crisis Media Center, Press Center. And now the floor is given to Colonel Andriy Lysenko, Ministry of Defense of Ukraine spokesperson on ATO-related issues. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Now the information about the events that happened in the ATO zone and about training of Ukrainian armed forces. Yesterday, the situation in the anti-terror zone deteriorated. The enemy in all directions shelled positions of Ukrainian armed forces with weapons that are prohibited by Minsk agreements, and including mortars launching 45 mines. The Lugansk sector, starting 8 p.m. during 2 hours, the occupants delivered heavy precision shelling of our positions near Novoalexandrovka. The enemy used weaponry of APC, small arms, and 82mm mortars, launching 14 shells. Also late in the evening, the occupants shelled Krymska and Popasna with the use of grenade launchers and small arms, and each time Ukrainian servicemen returned fire with the use of weapons that is not prohibited by Minsk agreements. The Donetsk sector, the situation remains tense. Russian occupation forces delivered 29 shellings of our forces, and nearly each time Ukrainian forces were forced to return fire with the use of grenade launchers, large caliber machine guns, and small arms. And after 3 p.m., the occupants 2 times shelled our positions near Zaitseva with the use of 120mm mortars, launching on the whole 19 mines. Also, the enemy shelled our positions with the use of anti-tank missile complexes and grenade launchers of different types and small arms. And also the enemy 6 times shelled our positions near Avdiivka, 3 times near Shakhta-Butivka position and Kamenka, 2 times near Pisky, using grenade launchers and small arms. Primorsky sector. Illegal armed groups delivered 12 precision shellings of the positions of our detachments. In the region of Gnutava, the occupants launched at our position 6 mines of 120mm caliber. And also the enemy shelled with the use of 82mm mortar our positions near Marienka and Lebedinsky, launching 3 mines. Late in the evening, the enemy shelled Ukrainian positions near Novotroitska with the use of APCs and mounted grenade launcher. Also, the occupants delivered fire at our servicemen with the use of grenade launchers of different systems and small arms near Vodyane, Shirokina, Talakivka, and Pavlopil. And in each case, Ukrainian forces returned fire with the use of mounted grenade launchers, large caliber machine guns, and small arms. And on the whole, during the last 24 hours, along the line of confrontation, the enemy delivered 44 shellings of the armed forces of Ukraine position, and including 43 that were precision ones. And in the prevailing majority of cases, the Ukrainian forces returned fire with the use of weapons that is not prohibited by the Minsk agreements. Unfortunately, in the result of the military actions, 2 Ukrainian defenders were killed and 4 were wounded. Our hearts go out to the families and relatives of the servicemen who sacrificed their lives for Ukraine. According to information provided by the main intelligence department, commanders of Russian occupation forces continue to hold events in order to strengthen counterintelligence in the occupied territories, in order to reveal locals who are not loyal to the occupation authority. And in the settlements, they increased the mobile patrols with the representatives of so-called police and the Ministry of State of Security of DPR, who check vehicles and passengers. One should know that in the course of search, their phones are fixed and EMEI codes are checked against the database the patrol have immediate access to. So in order to hide the non-battle casualties from the 8th Army of the Southern military district of the armed forces of Russia. The commanders send the wounded and bodies of the dead servicemen to military hospitals without documents and any insignia in order to prevent their identification and avoid the responsibility and payment to their relatives. In Lugansk Operative and Tactical Unit, they held a training for snipers of detached mountain and assault brigade. Servicemen rehearsed a discreet approach to the target, setting positions and delivering precision shot and taking into account direction and speed of wind. All the snipers of brigades have shown high level of battle skills. In Donetsk, they hold one more training for the best, or the contest for the best artillery battery of the land forces of the armed forces of Ukraine. And they verify the professional skills and rehearse practical firing skills, and they also in the course of contest, they assess coherence of the batteries, readiness of the crews for physical load, and the final for the best artillery battery of the land forces of Ukraine will be held at the end of October in the Vichki firing ground in Kievska Oblast. And the officers of a group of civil and military cooperation Petropavlenka in Luganshina brought to children's library 200 kilograms of linoleum and skirtings from Shastya town. And in the training complex in Artyoma, the servicemen provided 100 kilograms of food, and the Berdyansk Civil and Military Cooperation Group provided to the detachments of the armed forces of Ukraine to the front line about 450 kilograms of humanitarian help that was collected by self-defense in Lvivshina. The defenders of Ukraine got food products, hygienic kits, warm clothes, and greeting cards from school children. And Svetlodarsk Civil and Military Cooperation Group officers provided to vulnerable families in Luganshina at line of contact bread, sugar, cereals, preserves, and condensed milk and bottled water. And on the basis of the International Center of Peacekeeping and Security at the National Academy of Land Forces, named after Hetman Sagaidachny, they started a new round of training for Ukrainian detachments with the participation of foreign instructors. USA, Canadian, Great Britain, Denmark, and Lithuanian and Polish instructors participate in training, and this time Ukrainian instructors deliver their lessons, and foreign instructors observe and provide their recommendations in case of need. And from 2015 at the International Center of Peacekeeping and Security, they 8 battalions underwent training, and 3 of the armed forces of Ukraine and 3 battalions of the National Guard. Thank you.